step two, step two, step two, step two. Watch and listen to. Hey, what's up, everybody? My ONYXCON monetization nation, stand up. All my subscribers. What's happening? What's happening? What's good, y'all? What's good? Good. We back. Give me a second. Let me get my stuff lined up here. We're gonna be in it. We're gonna chat about it. Yeah. And just so you know, it is genuinely as cold as it looks in my outfit. You like? Yeah, this thing here hot. It's hot for real. This right here hot for real. Shout out to Mom. One of my mom's many gifts over the years for Christmas. This thing, I love this scarf. It's look how stretchable it is. This thing is incredibly, ridiculously stretchable. You can wrap it all kind of ways, get real creative with it, and it's hella hot. It's all acrylic, but it's super warm. Super warm. That thing there like an oven. It'll get you right on a day like this. And this is one of them days in the Atlanta metro area. Oh, by the way, I'm Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Welcome. Make sure I do my greetings. See, that's called respect, because I never know who's watching. You could be new to the channel and be like, I don't even know who this is yet. What is this? What are we doing? That's what we do. We talking, we chatting it up. I am your host, Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, founder, and president of the ONYXCON Foundation, 501c3 nonprofit arts and creative lifestyle organization based in Atlanta, Georgia. Originally started as a Comic-Con. As of the events that changed the world in our time, it became a completely online vessel for edutainment, information and education. That's what we do. Okay? Entertaining and information. We entertain, we educate, we share, we give perspectives, we dress for the weather, we style, we profile, we get ready for a day that's gonna go down in temperature instead of having a high. You know how I say a low and a high? They say today, I looked at the thing, it was breezy, windy, and it ain't lying. There's some serious wind out here. It's gray, it's cloudy. But it said it's gonna go down. Like instead of it reaching a high at this time of day and what, no, ain't no high. It's just gonna drop until we get to freezing at nightfall. So I think this is gonna be finally a year when we get some snow again. And honestly, I don't want really no days off work. I need to be out here. I need to be getting what I get. But at the same time, I miss snow. We used to always have a tradition in Atlanta before global warming of you knew you were gonna get snow once a year. It wouldn't last long. It would just be out pretty for a day. You play in it and it melt by the end of the day or the next day or whatever. Leave a little ice patches here and there. That was a tradition. Then we got to a stage where it was like it would snow every other year. Then we got to a tradition when, dang, when is it gonna snow? And the last time it really came down, first of all, we don't always get snow. We get what we call ice storms, and people in other cities that get real snow was laughing at us, talking about snow apocalypse. Well, it wasn't snow apocalypse way back when that happened. That was ice apocalypse. It was literally little bits of ice that froze and jacked up the highways and everything. That's what really happened. Okay, so all you New Yorkers, all my New Yorkers and everybody up there, up north, up top, they be talking about us like, look at them Southerners crazy, man. They ain't ready for nothing. They ain't even have no salt machines and whatnot. Well, the mayor at the time went and bought a whole bunch of equipment that don't even get used. So to keep us from having the same embarrassment again in the city of Atlanta. But see, that's the thing, people don't understand how Atlanta works. That's why I always mention that I live in, and I know well all of Atlanta, but I live in the metro area. The metro is like saying, it's like saying LA. If you ever been to LA, you really know Los Angeles. And I don't know all Los Angeles, but I know enough. I've been out there, it's like a second home in many ways. I got friends and family out that way, but I'm saying, when you're in LA County, you know, Long Beach is technically its own place, but what does Snoop claim? He claims the LBC first, but what does he always claim, knowing that that's what people gonna know what he talking about? LA. Come on now. That's how Atlanta is. You could live as far away as what would be the LBC, but you still gonna claim Atlanta because everybody in the world don't know Long Beach. nor do they care. They done got used to hearing LA Lakers, Los Angeles, Hollywood, and that's all they gonna want to know. So it just makes it easy. Same thing happens in Atlanta. It's a sprawl town. You can live in Cobb County. Don't nobody know what Cobb is if you ain't from Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, you might know. But if you don't know, you don't realize that's where the Braves play. They don't play in the city of Atlanta anymore. They used to. You know, so when that little, I forget the girl name, little rapper came out talking about, that ain't Atlanta, that ain't Atlanta. Oh my God. And in her video, she's head to toe in Falcons and Braves gear standing in front of the Battery Brave Stadium in Cobb County. That ain't Atlanta. And it don't matter. All that matters is the Metro, man. All the Metro makes it work. It is one unit, one collective in real time, not the fantasy of what it is, but the reality of what it is. You know what I'm saying? I always joke. I say, okay, you saw Atlanta? All right. Go in there and cut your water on. I ain't got no water. Exactly, because Lake Lanier, that ain't Atlanta. That ain't Atlanta. That was the silliest damn song, I swear to God. She made her money, though. I don't know where that child is. I don't even remember her name. And I'm not trying to be facetious and just pretend. She was a cutie now. She was a cute little thing. She just, you know, little sassy, cute hood girl that wanted to make a hit, and that's what she did. She made her hit, and she dipped. She probably got so much money off of that, or enough to get herself started on whatever else she was trying to do, because I ain't heard nothing from her since. It was a one-hit wonder. That ain't Atlanta. That ain't Atlanta. Like, girl, if you don't hush. Oh, boy. It worked, though. It worked, you know. Whatever works. Whatever went viral, it worked. I ain't mad. She got her hustle on. We just trying to get our hustle on. But we don't lead with money. We lead with respect. Respect, power, then money. So that's the order of everything around here. Get used to it. That's what we talk about. That's what we do. And so, respectfully, whenever I do these lives, typically I do brainstorm content on my lives, meaning I don't have a topic per se. I have multiple topics that I just freestyle. I let it flow as it go, right? But today, I want it to be kind of specific on a couple of topics related to recent events and recent content, and to hopefully inspire you to go watch that other content, the more edited content we have here, and even shorts, some of those, okay? So all of it, just watch everything we do here, everything, right? So, okay, this is starting to get hot now. You know, when you're outside, it's doing everything it needs to do. And you just, yeah. Look at that, I already got stubble coming in. I gotta shave this thing again. You got a ball, shout out to all my bald head warriors. Y'all understand, man. It never end, does it? You like constantly have to shave. It's like I used to think when I first decided to do the baldy that I might just shave like, you know, once a week. If you really trying to keep it clean and keep that look, that smooth, Mr. Clean, baby smooth skin type, no. Every other day to 2 days. That's what it really takes to maintain that look. And the fear is, depending on your hair texture and stuff and how it grows out of the, you know, follicles, you got to constantly be oiling it and stuff, because Lord forbid you mess around and get a hair bump and all that stuff. And so many topics with that, but we ain't here to talk about bald head skincare right now, even though that could be ONYXCON content, because we do ONYXCON fitness, and that's mind, body, and soul. So there you go. That bit was ONYXCON fitness for today. Do your push-ups, drink your water, and sit-ups. Real talk. Yes, you. Get down right now. Give me some. Give me 20. If you can't, try to do 5. You can't, do 2. If you can't, do 1. And tomorrow, do 3. Next day, do 5. Next day, do. That's how it works, people. That's how it works. Shout out to the 1 thumbs up. I appreciate you. So let's get into the topics. I did a video. Oh, and first of all, let me give a shout out. Shout out to my pops. What's up, Dad? My pops watches my content. For real, for real. It be cracking me up because he'll send me a text out of nowhere. He's talking about one of my lives, I was walking and it was cold outside. You know, you get a little congestion with the winter weather. And I know what my voice sounds like. I'm well aware of my instrument. I'm an actor. I know about my appearance, my voice, all these things at different times, whatever I want to share, how I want to present it. And I know my voice is going to sound kind of muffled if I get congested and I don't go ahead and spit that stuff out. So I said, oh man, excuse me, y'all. You know, I let one out. And he in my text, what you doing spitting no camera? I said, God damn, man. Oh boy, I swear. I'm like, hey, it was live. It was live. I'm like, Dad, it was live, man. It was live. Things happen when you're live. People expect things to happen when it's live. That's why they watch live. They want to see the real thing. They want to see the unedited thing. They want to see the possibility thing. You know, so that, here it is. I don't do that often. I try not to. I don't want to be seen on camera. I try not to eat on camera. I do, but I try not to do it a lot, because I know, depending on, you know, to you, you might think, oh man, I'm a very neat eater. I don't think I look disgusting when I've got a mouthful of food. Yeah, says you, and then the rest of the world looking at you, and you know, they seeing the spit and the bits of food, and man, nobody want to see that. Like, there's countries where they don't even allow you to do it. You could get a ticket for doing it. I've heard that there's countries you cannot walk down the street eating because it's considered a public offense. I don't remember where I heard, or what places, but I do remember hearing about that many years ago. And I always kept it in the back of my mind to do my research on that, being a traveler, because I don't want to be somewhere used to American standards and be like, oh man, this is good. Cop come up and tap you on the back, be like, sir, I'm sorry, but that's a citation. Citation? What you talking about, man? You know, God dang. So, yeah. Anyway, continuing on. Hope everybody's moving into their new year with good energy, good spirits, and good vibes, good opportunities. I'm gonna speak on an opportunity I came across, and I did a video about this. I have one that's up, and I used these two images of beautiful black ladies, and they both have on pink ONYXCON shirts. And where I got that image from, by the way, is I just recycled an image from my Redbubble, which is, you know, generically generated, AI somehow generated imagery that, like, anybody that does a collection of t-shirts or any kind of wearable art over there on Redbubble, shout out to redbubble.com. You can go over there and get all your ONYXCON basic default gear. You can get an ONYXCON t-shirt, ONYXCON hoodies, ONYXCON, I think we got hats, scarf, phone case, all the stuff that all the companies like that give you options of. If you're familiar with those things, you know what I'm talking about. There's a couple of companies like that, print-on-demand companies that make, you know, custom items. All you got to do is supply the artwork, and you get to arrange it how you want it on the shirt, whatever. And you can make stuff available for a sometimes decent fee, because you don't get a lot off it. Because I mean, I give it, it makes sense. They're doing all the print, they're doing all the buying of the t-shirts and everything. You ain't got to go in pocket to do it. You ain't got to have no housing of it in no warehouse, and that's them. They do that for you. All they do is ship it for you. You get your percentage. You determine how much of a percentage you're going to get based on whatever price you put on the item. So say the t-shirt is a base price of $20, you have to add $5 so you can get your profit. That's how Redbubble and other ones like that work. But please do support us if you want a t-shirt, if you want a hoodie, if you want a hat, if you want anything we got. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff. Check it out. Because of course we always trying to monetize, and merch is a great way. And we've had it for years. I mention it every now and then just because, I'll be honest, we haven't had a lot of sales. It's mostly been family support. Shout out to love, you know, people who really love you and know you and gonna come through the minute you say you got something new, they there for you. So shout out to that. You know, my mom's bought a lot of stuff. I bought a few things over the years, and a couple of other friends have bought stuff, but that's literally it. It has not been a lot of sales. I'm not gonna front. I'm not one of these people out here, oh man, we do so much, man, our merch be popping in hot. It is hot. Whether people go and buy it or not, that's on them. So I just keep letting y'all know until y'all wake up one day, because I know, just like with YouTube, you know, you never know what the day gonna be when people wake up to your content. That's how it works. It's like, it's sleeper possibilities. It's the lottery. A video that didn't have but 20 views. I've literally lived this. One day, god dang, that thing got over 100. Wait a minute, it's getting a few hundred. Oh snap! Months later, it's over 1,000. It happens. It's topics. Stuff gets hot. People get curious about something as a mass. You can't figure out how suddenly they got interested in that topic that you did a year ago and didn't think nobody cared about it. But hey, as long as they wake up, wake on up. So we got merch on Redbubble. All you gotta do is look up ONYXCON in the search. So we I found a group, and this will be so we're gonna go element by element. I call them the elements, all of our content and various shows here on ONYXCON. And Also, by the way, I'm waiting on an order. This is what I do on my side gig. That's why I got on my fluorescent construction style favorite hoodie for that. I call it lemon drop. This is lemon head or lemon drop. Lemon head if you're old school and you know about lemon heads candy. They still make lemon heads, I'm sure. I ain't ate no lemon head and I don't think I would, but I used to love them when I was in middle school. But yeah, lemon heads. This lemon head, okay? Or lemon drop, that's what I call this one here. But anyway, so I was out on Facebook, and by chance the algorithm suggested they suggest some stuff amidst the things you already follow, and you're like, what is this? I don't follow this, but you realize, oh, it's a suggestion. They're trying to get you to check it out. All right, what is this? Black Hikers United. I said, oh snap, that's me all day. I love it. I hike all the time. I love hiking and fishing. That's my two top outdoor activities. And you know, if you watch all of our content here, ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide is one of my shows, and that's a lot of what I do there. So I said, yeah, let me check this group out. And the group was amazingly cool in concept. They got, you know, like any group, they got their little, you can see there's the people who've been there for a while. They complain and mope and groan about random things that don't matter. You got people who be jealous of all the new young energy coming in because it's kind of a singles dating app within a group. And I decided to realize that's how a lot of those groups are. Because I saw another group that was like, I think it's called I Need a Hike. What is it called? I Need a Travel Buddy or something is another group. I think I'm going to join that one too. That one's more diverse in terms of the ethnic group. It's like any and everybody all over the world. Unfortunately, not as many people who I would say might identify as black, which, you know, all these terms are constructs, black, white, yellow, red, but ethnically, I didn't see a lot of people of direct African descent because the whole world is out of Africa, all of humanity. Footnote for all of y'all who are in denial. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But we deal with it every now and then around here. It's one of my favorite soapboxes. But I don't sweat it too much no more because, you know, the older I get, I don't care. People gonna want to be what they want to be. They're gonna do what they're gonna want to do. They can deny all the truths and facts, and all some of the greatest minds of our time and amongst all of humanity have shared all their knowledge and wisdom about how we came to be, and people still don't want to accept the truth. They want to rewrite history. They want to toss out DEI. They want to destroy critical race theory. They created the concept of race, and then they want to destroy critical race theory. Like, okay, all right. So you created a racist world, but then you don't want to deal with it when people know how to deal with race and talk about it analytically. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, so I'm looking at this group, right? And it was a lot of singles. I could feel the vibe, like a lot of ladies especially. That's why I joined. I was like, of course there's fellas up in there trying to get the ladies' attention. You know, dudes that look like active or former football stars or cross-country trainers and stuff like that. You know, taking pictures with their shirt off on the top of Stone Mountain here in Georgia, folk out at the creek, and I mean, it's all over the world, by the way. So you got people in Kenya, you got people other places here in the States, people are hiking in Alaska, Washington, all this stuff, and they out there flexing, they doing their thing, right? Trying to get these ladies' attention because the ladies is on there. You got ladies out there in bikinis on the side of a lake. You like, what's going on here? Like one of my homeboys, I sent it to him. I was like, bruh, you need to join this group like ASAP, man. Because he likes to hike like me. I'm like, bruh, you need to join this here. I'm trying to tell you. We single. You always wanted to find somebody who can appreciate the outdoor life. And when you ask her to go on a hike, she ain't going to be like, what you mean? Is there going to be bugs and snakes? No, these women like these environments. They want to go hiking. And a lot of them, some of them were like new to it. So it's like, ain't nothing more music to a man's ears who loves to hike. The ladies say, well, I don't really know how to do it. Could somebody show me? And she fine as hell. Man, it be 20 likes, loves, hearts, hugging the heart emojis. And then all these jealous, bitter ones on the sidelines. See, y'all fellas are too easy. Oh my gosh, all these women got to do is get on here and flash a little skin and y'all go crazy. It's like, yeah. What do you want? What do you want from real men? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, the same would be true for you as a woman if you like men. Like, these dudes out here looking like WWE stars, some of these cats. They tatted up, bearded up, buffed up, shirt off, just ran a mile. I mean, and what you complaining about? You got your eye candy, we got ours. What are you complaining about? Can I have mine, please? You know, it's a group. They didn't say black hikers, bitter women who don't want to see men sweating, women who are younger and finer than me united. It didn't say that. It did not say that. It said black hikers united. Now, whether we united completely or not, that's up for grabs. But I commend and I salute the admins for creating something like this. I think it's awesome. I think it's phenomenal. I'm proud to be a part of the group so far. Only thing I hate about it, I will say, I found out that they use AI. I said, damn, this AI is in everything. Golly, I mean, it has its place. I'm not somebody who's completely against it completely, but I think it is a problem with how quickly and easily people just threw caution to the wind and be like, let AI handle it. Let AI. Like, wait a minute, whoa. What happened to human interaction with each other and vetting things? I said, boy, they got us for real now. It's over. So basically what I'm saying is, like, if you submit first you got to be approved to be a member like any other group, which is cool. I'm glad they do that. You got to put up boundaries. That's the only way you can keep the riffraff out and the nutballs and the trolls and all that BS, because it will happen if you just leave the floodgates open. It's why people who come in my lives can't talk to me unless they are subscribers and have shown long enough support to be worthy of my presence. You ain't gonna breathe the same digital air as me until you show you are worthy. Be gone, you buffoons. So, but to my real ones, right? And I understand this is why you gotta set those boundaries. So I love that they do that. And I was happy that I got it submitted to the group, whatever. And I had a post that genuinely went viral. I mean, I had already done an introduction, kind of matching what other people had done. Everybody always posts a nice little smiling pic in the woods somewhere, and then a bunch of pics of their travels, and a bunch of pics of their last hiking thing, or a bunch of nature pics of different things, a plant, fish, moose, deer. Moose is a deer, but you know what I'm saying. All kind of, beautiful pics. I mean, beautiful. Some of these folk got some photo skills too, for real. And I'm a photographer, so I understand. When I see the eye, and I'm like, yeah, I recognize eye. You got it. I'm talking about these folks shooting National Geographic style up in this mofo. Serious heat. Making me to say, dang, I want to go all these places. Like, it's in one, that's another thing. It has expanded my vocabulary of wish lists of places I'd like to go hike. I mean, it's like, man, I'm talking about this. And I mean, some of these places, even in America, really exotic stuff that's here? That's in the States? Somebody posted something from Washington State. Oh my gosh, when I say gorgeous, I thought I was looking at Alaska, because I always see stuff that looks like this with people who've been to Alaska, which is always on the list, of course. But epic beauty, outdoor splendor, right? So I was like, yeah, I like this group for that. It's good. And on top of it, you get, if it was some pretty lady who went, she doing her cute looks and stuff, you can't beat it. It's, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting all I need. Some of my favorite things to do, and gorgeous women, I'm there. What's up? Let's go. So I realized that that's how people moving, and I said, allow me to reintroduce. I did the whole Jay-Z line, yeah. I said, allow me to reintroduce myself. The name is Joseph R. Wheeler III. This is for the ladies. I made it clear. I said, this is for the ladies. Like, haters, hate all you want. Hate yourself to death. You ain't gonna change. Yeah, I'm here, right? I said, yo, all respect due to the admins and everything. I led with respect. Like I say, you got to do that. I made it clear. I said, I know this is not necessarily a day nap. I made it funny. I wasn't, obnoxious about it, but I was funny about it. I made statements that made it clear I understand the purpose of this page, but I can also see what other purpose people are using this for, and I think that's cool, because it's hard to find people of like interest, especially when it comes to this particular category of preferred activities, and outdoor recreation ain't for everybody. So to find a group where people are genuinely into it, and this many women of my same ethnic persuasion, is fascinating, because I'm somebody who, I date all ladies, I date all ethnicities, but I always keep the door for America, especially. Like I always say, I prefer, if it comes to my black ladies, I prefer African, and I just anywhere outside America typically, or somebody who's from America whose roots are from somewhere else. You know, mom is Nigerian, dad is from the islands, mom's from the islands. So I need that, because that's how it genuinely gonna work most of the time. As I was saying, talking about this page that I'm on and what I like about it, what I've had issues with, whatever. So the AI, they use AI to vet posts. So, and you can see, you know, where your posts have been posted and what's been denied. So I hit up the admins and they explain it. Oh, don't worry about it, I'll clear it or whatever. But it's like, I feel like I gotta do that every single time I post, because it's, whatever they got it set to is so sensitive, it will not let the average post come through. And I realized today, I'm not the only one going through this, because another new guy on the group had came in and said, hey, I don't know if I need to change something in my words or anything, but my post got denied. But anyway, I just wanted to give an introduction. Hi, my name is blah, 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 you know, and he, you know, and he's doing his obviously single man spiel to try and get whatever attention he's looking for. So it's like, hey man, it's a good thing, but at the same time, I wish it would, it woke me up to the fact that this is what's happening, that a lot of these pages, you think that you're still just dealing with people, but no. People are utilizing all types of technological tools, and this AI has gotten to the point now where it is, you know, it's supposed to be helping you to administer, you know, and be an admin on these pages. But I think it's a headache, because you're not. I get it. I mean, it's a lot of people. This thing. Let me explain. This thing has over 100,000, almost close to 200,000 worldwide followers. It's an amazing group. So the power of that is phenomenal. It's another reason why I was happy to find it, you know, from a promotional standpoint. Naturally, I'm sharing everything I can from ONYXCON's Outdoors Worldwide. And with the element that's single, I'm sharing stuff with relationship goals and the art life content. And I would think I would get, you know, more and more of an audience because of that, which I have. I've gotten a lot of great followers in the last few days here, subscribers, you know. And I know a lot of those came from over there. I wouldn't say all, but I know that some of those people came from that experience. So even take that as if you're a YouTuber, that's a good bit of advice, that, you know, find popular groups on Facebook that match your content and see if you can become a part of that group and see if they allow you to promote. Because some don't even allow you to promote anything outside, which I think is silly. I mean, I get it, but it's like, again, you can't over administer something to the point, you can't over censor something to the point. I get that. This is why I say, nip the demons in the bud before they start. When you see the little troll ass mofos come on your stuff, let them know ain't nobody here playing with you. Don't comment back to them. Don't get into arguments with them. I've been there. I've done all the above. I'm saying, well, not arguments, but I've let fools know I ain't the one and all that. And don't even do all that. Leave them where they stand. Leave them lonely, miserable, and dying in their own misery. You got a business to run. You don't have time to tolerate or deal with them numbskulls. Just don't even bother with them. Don't even bother with them. And they get the message after a while. Their only purpose in life is to piss somebody off and know that somebody wants to come destroy them. You know, that's what they live for. And you ain't got time for that. You're a real person that's doing real things. You got real objectives. You've accomplished things. You don't need to sully yourself in you know, wallowing around in the pig pen with a bunch of losers. Just let them punks die at their own vices. It's okay. You ain't gonna, it's not, hey, quality over quantity, respect, power, money. That's the order. People get so worried about my money. I don't care who they are. I'll take them. It's a number. I've got numbers, and I've realized you can get, we got 17.3 thousand people that follow on our YouTube at ONYXCON. And out of those, some of those are bots and stuff, but not a lot. Most of those are genuine people who did subscribe. I've gone through my feed. I know who my people are more or less all over the world. I know where they're from, where they're coming from in mass. I got people from the UK, Brazil, all that. I got mostly people from Atlanta, New York, especially New York, big time, that follow over there. We also got Los Angeles. We also got Philly. We also got a few other big cities that make the number what it is. Like I say, in addition to the worldwide audience, the UK is big, Brazil is big, etc. But I also know that people tend to follow things and they got too much going on. They watching this, they watching that, they got a zillion different things coming at their phone and their tablet and their TV all day. Sometimes they follow and they genuinely do like the topics that you cover. They genuinely do like the content when they first found it. But then they're oversaturated, so you just become one more thing in the big gumbo of their brain trying to remember, man, where was that I saw that? Where was that I saw? Which is why I always tell people to subscribe. Like, it's not even just everybody telling you to subscribe. It's a physical action that can help you to remember where the hell you found something you liked. Because I've done it. I've been there. I've had stuff I saw on a page that I am subscribed to, and I get people talk about like it. I forgot to like it, and I can't find the video because the person got too many damn videos for me to sort through all of them and remember what the hell it was that I saw. Like, to this day, there's this fishing video. I always say this is my best example of this, and I kick myself for not damn saving that video and liking it or something, because I can't find it. And I don't think they took it down. It was too awesome, and I know it went viral because it had a hybrid long-nosed alligator gar blend, hybrid gar that was it was like a record fish. I think he really had caught the world record hybrid on camera, and I can't find that video for nothing. But I still follow the person's channel. So that's why you need to like, subscribe, and share the video. That's why we say all that. It's like, it's literal. If you're a real serious YouTube fan, you watch YouTube for real, people you like and stuff you like, if you digging what I'm doing, subscribe, like it, save it. Get you a little folder, favorite videos, you know, so you ain't got to be frustrated later. Say, man, when was that when Joseph said that thing I wanted to look up? They talked about something that was really interesting. I had never heard about it, never knew. And now you can't remember because I got over 100 lives like this, and more than likely I was doing the same thing at the time. So some of them are going to look the same. You're going to have a hard time trying to remember which one was which. And I don't do thumbnails for all my lives because, trust me, I do thumbnails for my edited content, and that's enough because it takes time to do those. And I mean, if you go live every day, I ain't got time to make a thumbnail for every one of these. It'd be just too much. Like one time I was trying to do that, and I might still do it every now and then, but every last one, nah, man. I use a clip of one of my, you know, because I've read into that and how they say, you know, exaggerated moments in your videos, that's what people react to. Like, oh, what's he doing? Why does he look like that? Click. Click. That's what we looking for. We looking for that click, right? So that's how the process starts. But like I say, the real true is gonna stick around and actually watch stuff. So that part. All right, so let me know if you can hear me well. I want to get a thumbs up, know that my people can hear me, because sometimes when I'm doing these lives and I'm traveling, I'm going between different towers and stuff, and the ping will go off, and I'll find out later that I was just talking to air, like couldn't nobody hear me. So frustrating. Just let me know you can hear me, okay? Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can. Yay! Thumbs up if you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know. I want to make sure my sound is right, because I'm going into an area where it might fade out or something weird, you know? So back to this group I was talking about. So I was up in here and I did this post, like I said, intro. First, I couldn't get it approved. Then I realized what they're doing with AI. I changed a couple of words, figuring maybe something I said. I wasn't cussing or nothing. I think I did say, like, damn, at one point, wrote it out, like, you know, like, and I don't give a damn. You know, I'm just being, it was in context to a joke. And anybody with a sense of humor who ain't, you know, can't speak for how people think, but the right people who saw it would have loved it, and they did. But until I took that part out, it wouldn't post, I guess. So I took that part out, suddenly it posted. I said, I'll be damned. Maybe it was the admins themselves coming in and telling the AI, move aside, let me handle this, and it got reposted. Same thing happened with a few other posts, but not because of words or anything. It just blocks. It just blocks, right? So I was like, whatever. That's gonna be a headache. But the first post I did where I was doing the big intro and I gave my grocery list, so to speak, checklist, if I will, about what I'm looking for as a single man. Instead of let's stop pretending folk ain't on here looking for people. Hey, ladies, what's good? What's happening? This is what I like. You like this? We could be friends. Let's be friends. Slide in my DMs. You know, I put all that fun stuff in there. I even gave some Zodiac stuff, knowing that was gonna start something because people love to. Wait a minute, what you got against Libras? What you got against? I said something about Libras because, yeah, I love Libras, by the way. I love Libras. You know, shoot. People in my family Libras. You know, I love y'all, but I've been through things to know that romantically it's best to leave that alone. Now, you know, friends and lovers maybe, but it's hard to mix them two without it turning into a whole lot. So I just generally avoid them because they can't handle the whole weight of being really single and other things that I require. So I said all that, and of course that was a little spark of controversy. And then there was some other things I said about. I just stood on mine as a straight man and was like, yo, and I'm from an age where we didn't have to declare pronouns. I understand that's what y'all doing now, but I said I'm a man, that's it. And then people go, oh, why you guys say that? Well, that makes me doubt that you a man, and that was all this BS. So I did a reply video, if you want to see that, where I'm not only thanking the admins for the page itself and saluting the ladies who were fans of my post, because most were, 90% were overwhelmingly very positive, all up in the comments talking about how much they loved it. Some of them even straight up publicly saying, I'm about to hit you up in the DMs, and they meant it, because I got messages. Shit. I was like, yo, what is going on? These women are not playing. They was in the DMs, and it was flattering. Of course it is. I mean, fellas, yo, let's keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real for you. In my time of being online and the whole dating aspect of being online, yes, I've had ladies give me a compliment that lets me know, hit me in my DMs, or you're welcome. I'll answer your message when you write, or things of that nature. But I have never, until 2025, seen I'll say over, I mean, it's been at least 20 something messages without me knowing who these ladies were, and they reached out because of that one post in that group, because they were impressed with what I had to say and how I said it and what I shared about what I like and what I want. They were not offended by it. They didn't have a problem with none of it. They actually, some of them were saying, I love that you know what you want. And some of them were even, you know, in stuff. They're like, I'm married, so I'm not coming for you, baby, but I hope you find her. Good for you. And I was like, oh, man, I done found my tribe. This is all right up in here. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's a good site. It's a good page. So far, the group is pretty cool. Like I said, a little bit of tit for tat. I don't like this. I don't like that. Why'd you say this? Why'd you say that? Why I don't agree? And why is that? I've even seen some people go like, there are some, I mean, the group is open. It says in its bylaws, it's open to everybody. Okay, even though it's under the label of the construct of black, it says, you know, Black Hikers United. And I got no problem with that name and title. I understand it. I respect it. If you're American, you know what it is. You know how it goes in this country when it comes to these race labels. But they don't say nobody else is welcome and you can't join. There's people on there, interracial couples that hike, that have shown their pictures. I think that's beautiful. There's people who are not even in a relationship who also look like they might be looking for somebody. I saw straight up, obviously, a white lady who was traveling and hiking, and she's putting herself out there like, hi, everybody, I'm new to the group. I saw somebody who looked to be Asian persuasion. I won't say exactly if that's what they were. That's what they seemed to be to me. And I mean Far East Asian, and they were there, and I'm like, yo, this is awesome, man. That's what time it is. I mean, I want to see it diversify with people who really do want to connect with black folk and like to hang out with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for it. I'm all for it. I mean, we are all about diversity. I always say for ONYXCON, we're black owned, black ran, all of that. But in my own dealings, and thus a reflection of my existence in my organization standards, I'm cool with anybody who cool with me. I'm cool with anybody who's respectful of me. I'm cool with anybody who can show me love. You show me love, I show you love. It's all about respect. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think they're doing a great job. And they got everybody represented, you know. or like people were getting mad at me about the pronoun thing. I was like, y'all so damn silly. Like, I just said what I feel, and I ain't gonna change that. I'm still standing on that. Cause like, what gets me about new generations is some things. There are things that cross lines of ethics and cross lines of absolute respect, and just they are dysfunctional. I always say I don't worry about good and bad. I deal with functional and dysfunctional. But there's nothing dysfunctional to me, and I haven't seen enough examples of how it is dysfunctional for somebody to say, yes, I'm aware that we all have pronouns, but we didn't used to walk up to each other, hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, I go by him and his. And be like, okay, I don't know why the hell you had to tell me that. Like, that shit is goofy, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all gonna probably try and come for me on this. I don't care. There's too many. I now know that there's enough people who agree with me that the masses, from the masses, I don't know, man. Only masses I care about is people I'd be interested in talking to anyway. So when I'm amongst the right birds, not all of them are going to be of the same feather, but with the majority of the feathers with me, hey, we flying. I don't need everybody on the trip any goddamn way. So I'm okay that some people going to be in their feelings and still, there's many reasons. What makes it even more ridiculous in my video that I put out, I made it clear. I said, you don't understand who you're talking to when you're coming at me about this dumb stuff. I said, look, I am in the arts, the art world, one of the safest places for people to be of any ethnicity, any of the labels of race, any orientation, any religion, anything. The arts is one of the safest, generally, traditionally, all the arts have been some of the safest spaces. They're not always, but they generally are. And I'm saying, as an artist, for my organization, for just example, at ONYXCON, Soul Singer died. There was a guy, hold on, y'all, it's coming back, the signal here. Okay, I was saying there was a guy once when we were still doing the conventions. He came all the way from, I think it was, I can't remember what state, but let's say he had to go cross country to get to ONYXCON. He was a black, he's a blurred, he's a nerd, a black nerd, blurred, that's what the term comes from. And he came with his male spouse or whatever. We wasn't, ain't nobody tripping. What's up, brother? Cause you that, I don't care what the hell your situation is. Now, if you treat me other, you can be other. But if you come as my brother, you just my brother, period. Same with my sisters, right? Come on in, have a good time, man. Paid the admission. It wasn't, he was and I didn't know that he was a journalist. Come to find out he was a journalist. He wrote a whole article about his experience at ONYXCON, how positive it was and how he felt so safe and at home because nobody was coming at him for being who he brought. It's like, again, it cracks me up when people have, it doesn't crack me up. It's sad that people have bad experiences when they come as they are. And he didn't do anything inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come in like, hey, everybody, I want you to know this is how I am. And, publicly display too much affection to his partner in front of everybody with kids and parents. No, he just came in like everybody else, enjoyed the damn event. That's it. Period. That's it. Like, yo, that's it. So I don't care about all that, man. I be telling people, like, I think a lot of this stuff is just for hype to keep people at each other's throats so that we don't deal with real issues. The views and opinions expressed by yours truly do not necessarily reflect those of ONYXCON's affiliates, associates, sponsors, etc. And yes, I laugh every time I say that not because I don't take it serious, but I do think it's ridiculous that it shouldn't automatically be applied that be the case. It ought to be automatically applied that be the case. I'm an individual. I run an organization. I may have a sponsor. They don't totally I'm not religious. One of my biggest sponsors is a proud Christian. Made very clear when we first became friends. Hey man, I'm about that life. Respect, bro. It ain't nothing new to me. I'm from the South, and he from the South. You know what I'm saying? Big supporter. Shout out John Cooley. What's good, fam? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's all good. I don't care. That's your lane. I'm in my lane. I understand enough about lanes. I respect enough about people You know, getting back to the relationship goals and the art life thing and dating. Hey, like again, I'm in the South. If I meet a lady here, more than likely she's gonna be Christian. All I care is I love when I meet somebody who says she talks that, you know, she don't come talking about no dang equally yoked. Oh gosh. She don't come talking about God-fearing. And even if she uses that term for herself, she ain't pushing it on me, because I ain't with that. I don't like that phrase. And I know the history of it. That's why I don't like it. I don't fear that which is invoked. That's the etymology of the word God. You know, so I've dated a lot of ladies who were religious, of many religions. Christian, Hindu. I'm trying to think. I got a lot of Muslim friends, but I don't think I've ever dated a Muslim lady. But most of them are Christian. Most of my circle is Christian. You know, I don't care. That's for you. That's for you. If you understand that you really mean, it ain't about no church, it ain't about this, that, and the other. You might do all those things, but it's really about your personal relationship with whatever that is that you are defining as what you worship. That's for you. And if you truly believe that it is the love you say it is, and the all-encompassing you say it is, then you can accept that other people define it differently. You can accept that it is an energy. You can accept that you don't have to call it the same thing. You can accept that it ain't really got no gender of some image of a man or a woman in the sky and all that, but if that's your choice of how it makes you comfortable to worship, then do you. Just don't be pushing it on nobody else. You ain't got no right, and you never will, to push nothing on nobody else. Because no brain is doing. Damn it. Damn it. Okay? All right. So we done with that right there like that. But we kind of just starting to open it up the can of worms, quite frankly, because I was going to also share that, like, you know, there's a whole vetting process when you get the attention I say I've been getting through that group. Yeah, a lot of good possibilities and everything of ladies I'd like to meet and build and see what can happen and what we gonna be as friends or more or whatever. And it's only natural that there's gonna be a real vetting process, and everybody ain't gonna make the cut. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna make the cut. Weeding out process, vetting process, chatting it up with a few ladies, you know what I'm saying? Got it down to a good number, and it can always continue to grow, because I'm still getting feedback, still getting inboxes, DMs, whatnot from ladies that see the post. The post has taken on its own identity. We over 1,000 something views of this post. Love it or hate it, but the hate is like 1%. Most of them loving it, right? So I'm all for it. And I came across one lady, for instance. Now here's what's funny. So I make it clear. I've said this before. I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna break it down a little bit more. I generally don't pursue single moms, not because anything's wrong with a single mom or anything. I'm speaking from experience. I have tried to date single moms before, and a lot of them, some of them have been really cool experiences. I've had, typically when it's a cool experience, their kids are all grown and out the house. All right, naturally that's the best equation. In cases where they were not, it still tends to more work out if the kids are at least teen and can take care of themselves and all that kind of thing. So if she want to get away, go see a movie, take a trip, want to go on anything, you know, we can move as grown folk do. The kids may be able to stay with family or whatever they do, whatever her arrangements are, you know, and we still can do what we do as two grown people consenting, having a romantic relationship, right? But it's rare that you find, in my experience, a lady either mature enough, realistic enough, logical enough, and ready to face her own schedule and realize how busy she is, realize what she can offer, what she cannot offer due to her circumstances, and play accordingly. Now, every now and then, like I say, I've had experiences with ladies who did meet the criteria, and it was a great experience. But most of the time, if just the lack of availability doesn't kill it, the sometimes self-doubt and all kind of mental fatigue and oh man, so many words I could use. Mental trauma from past situations plague them. Like, you know, the lady who will go out on a date with you and you had a great time, you had a romantic, sweet ending. It looks like it could lead to more moments and great times and experiences and adventures and things. And then she hits you and you checking up on her with a text like, well, you know, everything was great. It's not you, it's me. Oh boy, here we go. But I just think I need to dial back a little bit. I'm not really ready for all of this. And I just got too much going on. I don't want to do you wrong. You're such a great guy. I think I just need to focus on my kids. But you done already spent money, already went on a date, already had some lip and tongue lock. You understand what I'm saying? Things are happening. Get my Bernie Mac came out. Rest in peace to the king, Bernie Mac. That was a legendary, and I do mean legendary, comedian. Let me focus for a minute, y'all, because I'm realizing they done gave me, I hate this with GPS. What is wrong with the damn GPS that sometimes it's talking about you're here, you ain't even got me on the right road. What are you talking about? I'm here. This say I'm looking at the map. It says a whole nother name, and you saying you're here, but you see what I typed in, and that's not what it is. But you talking about you're here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. We back. Okay. Man, first person to come up in this thing, let me know you can hear me. I'm always concerned about sound because I've had issues with that sometimes. Not a lot, but if it happens at all, it can happen again. So, you know what I'm saying? You try not to have that. I just had the craziest, it ain't crazy. It wasn't that bad. It's just, it's frustrating. When you do this thing like I'm doing this side gig or this courier thing, shout out to all my courier people, man. All my deliverers, everybody delivering all over the world. Wherever you at, if you do service jobs of any kind, salute to you. We the realest of the real. We the truest of the true. We some of the hardest working people in the world, man, for real. Especially if it's just something you do on the side like I do. It ain't your passion, but it's what you do to get by. And you're an artist. Art life, baby. We gonna make it one way or another, right? Let's go. Yeah. So I'm out here, and this happens enough to make it one of the many issues you will run into. But people have pets. Okay, cool. This is your house. You got a right to have whatever you have at your house. But why is your loose dog in the yard and you got a delivery coming? And you know this man or woman, because I think about ladies that I've seen delivering, you know, not to say that women ain't out here ready for whatever too, but I'm saying, you know, just the dangers of, you got a big dog. It was like, I don't know if you know what everybody don't know what these are. When you say poodle to some people, they think of the poodle with the little shaped balls of fur and everything. No, I'm talking about that large poodle, that big poodle, that one to stand up and look you in the face poodle, right? It's out in the yard when I show up and it's munching on a stick. cracking wood for fun with the jaws. Like, yeah, I'm just practicing for the next delivery, man. Come up in this mother, you know, right? So I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. And there's views and opinions expressed by yours truly are not necessarily opinions of those of all of our sponsors, affiliates, but I can guarantee you most of them are with me on what I'm about to say. There's a bunch of damn chump signs all over the yard. That's what I said. Read between the lines. If you don't know the code, you ain't got to worry about nothing anyway. I didn't say what you thought I said. I said what I said. Bunch of chump signs all over the damn houses. I said, God damn, not just signs, they got the flag. I said, oh my gosh, the flag's made in China, but y'all hate China. If you don't shut up, you idiots. Anyway, I swear to gosh, I swear. Yeah, they got the chump we back signs. All of that mess back, right? So I'm looking at the poor dog like, man, they got you in this too, eh? I should be like, yeah, I need somebody to come down here and save this animal. What's the problem, sir? He's at a chump house. A chump house? Yes. They got the dog. They might have him in a chump sweater sometimes. I don't know. We need some intervention. This dog is in danger. What type of danger, sir? They got him chump-minded, man. They're trying to make the dog a maggot. Anyway. So I'm like, why is this? To make it so bad, not only is the dog loose, the dog got the nerve to have a long tassel from his collar. Like, I'm supposed to be chained up to something, but I'm loose. And I want you to be loose. You should be free. But not when I'm arriving. Damn it. There's the limit. And to make more injury to stupidity, right? These are people who live so freaking far out that they know GPS don't even recognize they exist on the planet. So it gave me, as you may have seen before, the last little clip before it went out and I had to come back in, that I'm like, where the hell am I? The GPS is saying one name, let's just say for jokes, Chump Road. But they got me on some of my bitch road, okay? And it's saying, you're here. No. I ain't supposed to be on some of my bitch road. I'm supposed to be on in Chump Road to deliver this, yes, to these diabetic, high blood pressure addicts, okay? I need to get this Dr. Diabetes to these people's doorstep before they go into a sugar fit, because they need their damn fix, you know. They put this damn Dr. Diabetes, they don't just drink it, they just put it in a needle and shoot it up, these idiots, you know. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, it's just comedy. Shout out to, man, what was that dude's name that used to say that? I can't remember his name. I can see him saying it. That dude was hilarious. Black comedian from up north, New York or something like that. He had a heavy accent. He's like, yo, it's just comedy. If you know, you know. If you don't, wake up, get into it, go for it, live your life. Anyway, y'all, so I'm just like, damn, the dog out here loose, chewing on sticks, looking at me, and the nerve, and the dog had the kind of hair where it go little bangs over the eyes, so the dog's face looked like this. The dog's face looked like this, y'all, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what? What the, I don't even know what's going on right now. Anyway, what the hell's going on right now? Oh man, I guess I've been on here too long. I got folk commenting and I don't know if they friendly or not. So we're gonna send them a message to make them understand what time it is. I don't play, we don't play. Look. Sorry if you didn't mean harm, but I'm just in, hey, 2025, man, I'm sorry. It's a different breed up here. It's always been who I am. I'm just not taking none right now. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. You need to start with a big, hey, how you doing? You need to start with a, I'm not a troll. You need to start with something. If you know me, you need to, hey, Joseph, don't shoot. It's me, bro. So, hey, you need to do something up in here. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm telling you. It's not a game no more. It's too much going on. We ain't playing. We got all defenses up. So back to my damn story, because I'm on a roll and this shit is funny. So the dog is squinting and chewing on this stick, and he's like, it just looked like an old country man with a toothpick in his mouth, like, who the hell is you? I said, nah, I ain't getting out this car and had to hurt somebody's animal. So I'm on the app telling them, I say, first I call, and in typical nature, these idiots never answer the phone. Most of them never answer the phone. 2% of all in the time I've been doing this, and it's been some years, answer the phone. They don't answer the phone. But you done ordered something. You know you're in the boonies. You know, put a little message in the app. My GPS is all jacked up. I know it's going to send you to the wrong street. This is where we're actually at. None of what you said helped. You didn't say, it's probably going to send you to the street, Summerbish Street, instead of Chump Street. What you should have said was, I see your address of Chump Street. I got your, I live here at numbers and Chump Street. What I need is, it's probably going to send you to Summerbish. Why in the hell, okay, have you not explained that everybody gets sent to Summerbish, so watch out for Summerbish? That's what you should have said. Not, hey, I live on Chump Street. I know you live on Chump Street, you dumb Summerbish. Yo, if you ain't laughing and subscribed by now, you out of your mind. There's just something wrong with you. I know I'm funny right now. I'm going to look back at this and laugh when I need a laugh. You understand me? What in the world? So, I said, last measure before I take all of this. Because here's the other thing. You know, there's a clock ticking. And not every order is food, but this is a food order. This is people's groceries, right? I'm like, all right, you ain't answering the phone. Yours already half-spoiled milk finna go right the hell back to the damn store. Because at a certain point on the clock, it clicks off. It's like, you can't deliver this. It's past the perishable rate time, blah, blah, blah. Now, I was far from that, but I'm just saying, if you play around, you can F around and find out. So, anyway, I sent a text. I'm like, yo, hello, I'm in your driveway, but I'm looking at your dog who looks cute. You gotta do some rapport with idiots. You don't want them to think you're a threat and have to really show them that you ain't the one either. Okay, so you got to be nice and be, you know, hey, like I say, we do lead with respect first. I don't care how stupid you are, you dumb son of a bitch. I'm gonna still give you the benefit of the doubt because I need your tip money and I need to go home safe. We ain't trying to have no problems today, right? So, yo, look, hey, I'm in your driveway. I got your stinking groceries. You want to come out here and put Fido away before I have to? Please, thank you. Because I don't trust people's dog. He looks very nice, but I don't know him and it don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Come get your dog. So I waited. The clock is now ticking. I see the love going up. I appreciate the happy faces. I see the ding, ding, ding. I finally get a message back. This person talking about some, oh, she's put up. Because I saw the dog. It was funny. I saw the dog walk to the porch, start looking at the door like, you want me to come in? Yes. So I saw him run off. I said, okay, we good. But then I'm still coming out the car like, we good? Carrying the groceries like, we good? Anyway, holy shit. So yeah, dumb son of a bitch and Chump Road got their groceries. There it is. They got their stuff. Lord rest their souls. They're in there right now calling the hospital saying, I'm sorry, but I drank too much of that there soda and I'm gonna need somebody to come get me. Well, sir, we'll be right there. But before we send them out, can we ask you, who's your medical provider? What? What are you asking me? Sir, who is your medical provider? We have to know your insurance before we can send the ambulance. They don't come for free. I don't fucking know right now. I'm dying. Sir, we're going to need that, please. We're going to need to know, sir. Oh, hold on. Let me get my wallet. Pull the card out. Start reading the numbers. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but your medical insurance is expired because you have Obamacare and you hate Obama, and that's going to be canceled with the Trump program that you voted in. What? Sorry, sir. Hope you feel better. Click. Do you understand how real this is about to be? Holy sheesh. Good gosh almighty. Oh, man. And then they'll show up and the dog will be chewing on his leg. I got hungry. Bizarro, people. Bizarro. 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 Let me put it in Spanish style for my peoples, for mi gente, all right? Shout out my Mexicans. Shout out República Dominicana. All mi gente. All my ones who do love their other black peoples in the cultura. Shout out my people, damn it. I ain't talking to all of y'all either, because some of y'all lost your mind, but we ain't gonna get into that right now. I'm talking about the ones who cool as hell and know who they are, all of their roots, and they respect their human family existence. Yeah, it's Bizarro World, y'all. It's Bizarro World. You know the character Bizarro? DC Comics? If you don't, look him up. It's Bizarro World. Okay? Bizarro Totales. Bizarro. It's Bizarro. I'm telling y'all. God almighty have mercy. Whew. Okay. Now that I've had, that just gave me content. Shout out to the dog and Chump Road. Shout out to all of them. That just gave me instant stuff to talk about. That was hilarious. Oh man, I wish I had time. If I could have done a video the way that dog looked chewing on that stick. Oh my God, that right there was a video. I was too busy just trying to get the work out the way. But man, if I should have been like, hold on, let me get this real quick. Zoom in. Cause he looked like he was blind and he could see at the same time. The hair was on his face and the little dotty eyes. He was like, I said, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. So anyway, y'all, we back. I was talking about the dating app, not really dating app, but kind of works like a dating app. And I was talking about single moms and how I'm cool with them, but sometimes I have to try to avoid them because it just don't be working out. It's just too much luggage with it and stuff. And I was trying to open the doors and still be a little bit more receptive because it's 2025. I ain't getting no younger. It is what it is, man. Hey, the dating pool shrinks on you, fellas. If you don't know, ladies too. Y'all the main ones need to understand it. For men, it's different. We know that. Hey, look. Hey, the only thing that you were born for is not to make other people. So for those who do believe that, that's your lane. But for those of us who live and understand, you are born to find your purpose and leave a legacy. You understand? Your legacy could be like a child, because that's a gift to the world. You know what I'm saying? ONYXCON is my child. I've been had kids, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't got no kids. But if I ever want kids, I know I can still be doing all that up to 60. Stay healthy, stay right. You can always do that. So that's not a priority. It's a concern and a consideration, But I know that financially, until I'm at a certain point, hit that like button. Monetization is real. I wouldn't even consider that because it ain't gonna go with my lifestyle. It just doesn't. And I'm responsible. And again, we say we lead with respect, then power, then money. Okay. So if you're doing it like that, you ain't messing it up, man. You ain't, you can keep it right. I promise you, you can keep most of it right. It's hard. It's still gonna be hard because the rest of the world is on some money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. What you say, Lil Kim? Money, power, respect. When you're living right. Money, power, respect. When you're eating right. Money, power, respect. When your diabetes high. When your diabetes high. When your sodium is high. When you're getting all that bullshit and your dog is looking at you in the eye. I'm sorry. I'm going back to it. Y'all, I'm sorry. I was trying to make it work. Anyway, look. Check it. Respect, power, money. In that exact order. That's the code. I'm a Mandalorian. This is the way. Okay. So, you leave the door open is what I was saying. And so there was a lady I was talking to, and I ain't gonna get all the way into it. I'm just gonna say a little key points, because it's worth content. I'm at a point in life now, whenever something is possible to turn into content, I'm like, man, don't get mad. Get glad. They just gave you something. That's material, brother. I'm not a comedian, but I can be comedic, and this is hilarious, right? I said the site that I was on, the group that I'm on, that I joined, is named Black Hikers United. Especially for black folks who like hiking, and anybody else who likes black folk and likes to hike. Because other folks are in there too, and they cool. As long as you cool, you cool. You ain't cool, what the hell you doing here? We're gonna get rid of you real quick. Right? Right. Anyway. But some of the black folk be tripping as usual. I mean, anytime you get anybody of anybody together long enough, I don't give a damn who you are. People gonna find a reason to have some BS. They just gonna find. Have we argued yet? What? I don't even know you. Let's have an argument. You know, people are stupid as hell for no reason, right? So, this lady was one who's on this new stuff that's going on. I say it's new, but it's been around, but it's getting to be a fever pitch of some groups of Black Americans, African Americans, people of direct African descent, the African diaspora. See, I'm trying to cover all the bases here. You know, who feel that they are not just simply of indigenous descent of peoples of the Americas, like meaning they have, you know, for example, in Georgia, the two primary tribes, you got the Cherokee, you got the Muskogee, or the Creek, as they are also called, you know, Muskogee and Creek, and I forget the actual word for a Cherokee, but there's an actual word that is more formal. Pardon me for not knowing it, but I'm honest, and I ain't full of ish, and gonna sit up here and pretend like I know what it is and say something stupid if it ain't what it is. But if you were of that ancestry, like I know I might have possibly Muskogee because of geographic likelihood of my roots and things in my family that I'm aware of, right? But the funny thing about it is you got some people now who want to be like, no, I'm only that. But they got Jackson 5 afros naturally, and they got Michael Jackson before the surgeries, nose, face, lips, and everything. They got Taraji P. Henson looking faces. They got, matter of fact, this woman I was talking to, she didn't look like Taraji, but I'm saying that was her complexion. She was that tone of brown, okay? Who would I say she kind of looked like? It's almost, she was unique, I give her that. She had a unique face. It wasn't so unique that I've never seen anybody that looks kind of like her, but it's hard for me to like say, okay, this actress, that actress. Some people it's easier, you know, you just, you know, oh yeah, she kind of looked like this person, or what, or if you mix this person with that, that's how she look, you know, whatever. But I can't say for sure, that's all I'm saying. But beautiful woman, that's all that I can really most importantly say, you know. She ain't had no problems with the frame and the shell that the universe blessed her with. She's a beautiful lady. But what's going on over here? Oh yeah, it's always the question. It's always the question. So she was a single mom. And here's the other thing, she was hilarious. She was hilarious. She was a joker because she got me. I ain't gonna front. I said, girl, you need to be an actress. Because I was asking her about her kids and how many she got and what the situation with that, how many fathers involved, all this kind of stuff you got to be concerned about when you're vetting folk. And she commenced to say that, and she casually said it. That's what got me off. She said, well, you know, I have, and she was one of those who talks like this, very calm and sexy-like, but also very blasé, and just always sounds like she's about to take a nap, like, yawn. This is how she talked, right? Crack me up. She's like, well, I have 5 boys and 4 cats. And she clicked. That was the last of that voice note. Did she really say that? And even prior to that, we were talking about something else, and she was saying, oh, I have no problem. Men flock to me. I have to turn men away all the time. So then she said 5 boys and 4 cats. And I was like, who these men? Not that it's not possible. You know, there are men who want to step in and take care of somebody else's 5 boys. Men only understand this right now more than women do. I mean, women understand too, but I know there's some men howling and feeling me right now. Because, man, the minute you hear boys, period, you just like, man, a boy, as soon as a boy is conscious enough to speak, he's like, that's my mama, and they defend their mama. Naturally, that's cool. That's expected. That's supposed to be that way. But it's like, you got 5 of them, and you know they different ages, and one of them got to be a teenager, and you know he feeling himself, smelling himself, and acting crazy. Like, nobody trying to deal with that. Is you out your mind, right? And she knew she was playing game. So it's funny, she came back later, she's like, yeah, I was joking. No, I don't have that many. I said, God damn, what? So she told me the actual number, it was much less. And, you know, I know she supposedly subscribed. We fell out, by the way. So she might see this. She could be looking right now. Right now, you still, if you are, I'm not being disrespectful. I ain't saying no names. I'm not saying no names. I want to make a point about some things that came up that were an example. She became an archetype of a mind state that is becoming common that I found out here. And I said, God damn, I actually met one. I've heard about y'all. I've been reading about y'all. I've been seeing public statements from celebrities that have said this kind of stuff, but I didn't think I'd ever really meet one. Like, wow, it's a real, this is really one of y'all. Like, this is how y'all actually think. But for example, of the way she thought about her ancestry, like the rapper Waka Flocka, who I could care less what Waka think about himself. I mean, he got like one song that I quote to this day because I just love that one jam. It's one of my jams. It's a club jam. It's a turn up. And that's all he ever gave me. I ain't missing nothing from Waka. You know, I could care less. But, you know, long hair, she don't care. That's it. And that's sentimental to me because I was dating a lady one time who had long hair, she don't care. And she was off the chain. So that was our little joke with each other. That was her nickname. I was like, hey, baby, long hair, she don't care. She'd be like, yeah. I'll be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was my boo. And it was real hair. That's why off the chain, you know, to the booty. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, fellas. Natural. Silk. God damn, have mercy. She was all that in the, what my man Pootie Tang say? It was water tie. Water tie. She was that. But anyway, so this person was on some Waka Flocka, on some, I hate to say, Big Gip from ATL, went to high school with me, Big Gip, because even he came out talking about some stuff about, ain't nothing African about me. I ain't African. My people's straight from here. We all indigenous American-based people. I didn't say you don't have it, because I got it. I didn't say don't be proud of it, because I'm proud of my peoples of the Americas, indigenous heritage. But I will not disrespect, disregard, ignore, and close the book on true history of how, yes, African peoples were here before Columbus. African peoples intermingled with and helped build some of the societies that became part of the long list of the 500 nations, if there were more, because everybody's so much smarter than everybody else in the world right now. Oh, well, you know that? Now I know you don't know what you're talking about, because the number was more. However many nations, I know they were here. I know they participated. I know they were in number to be recognized and acknowledged. I know there are artifacts. Shout out to Ivan Van Sertima, Forever in a Day. They came before Columbus, the book. But I will not, I repeat, but I will not disrespect those who were brought over. Because there's even people who are trying to say now, Lord Jamal of Brand Nubian be talking about, he don't even believe the transatlantic ever happened. He don't even believe the ships were real. He don't even believe the shackles and all the pain and the people who died in the ocean and were dumped over in the ocean. He don't believe that so many youth were brought because they brought more youth than they did all elders on purpose. He don't believe nothing. He don't believe it. He don't believe that's a bunch of BS. They just selling. I was like, this is what some of these folk are talking about. I will not be a part of this nonsense. I will not disrespect my ancestors this way. I was blessed to have a great aunt that lived to be 108. And she was well aware of her faculties, never got Alzheimer's, got a little bit forgetful like anybody would at that age, good gracious, but never had dementia, never had Alzheimer's. And one time I had a conversation with her, and my great aunt said, I asked her about, well, what about your grandparents? Do you remember? Oh, yeah, I remember. And she started talking about stuff they had told her. And I asked her, I said, let me see if she remembered any. I said, so these were people who had unfortunately been placed in captive work and had to be forced. Notice my words. I didn't say slavery. I don't like the word. I prefer the truth of it all. You've been captive. You didn't volunteer to be in this BS. Crazy. So I said, do you remember anything they told you about that time in their life? And she said, oh, they didn't like talking about that. But yeah, they were. And I said, so you mean they were old enough? You got to think now. I said my great aunt was 108. So her parents is what age? And then her grandparents was what age? And she knew them and could remember talking to them? And I asked her, I said, do they remember anything about, I'm asking like Africa, the motherland. She said, oh, they used to call it up the country. Whoa. So they remember, she said, yeah, they didn't like to talk about that though. Naturally. So see, you can't come to somebody who got real family like I do and then had them kind of experience and be talking about it never even happened. And we ain't none of us really Africans. You better get the oomph around me, near me, beside me. Don't be in my air. I don't want to breathe you. I don't want to smell you. I don't need nothing about you if you ain't got no respect for the truth. Because that's nothing but this absolute insanity. And for this black woman who wants to completely be something that she definitely can claim in part, but you going to ignore all the other parts. See, if this, I'm going to say this and be done with it because I got to get back to work. If this were like being a vampire and they say, when you start fading, you look in the mirror, you fade because you're no longer amongst the living, you're the walking dead. See, you the walking dead to ignore your ancestors like that. If there were, I had a joke about this years ago, and I never did the art because I didn't have the technology and people, but I might do it one day. I need to do a film short about this. And have somebody who denies their ancestors and looks in the mirror and day by day, shit, my nose is gone. like you just see through, like bad AI or something. Like you just, oh my gosh, fingers start coming off. Like, and it don't even be bloody and gory. It's just not there. It's like a nub. Like just stuff go like part of your face just mute, like just as flat as my cheek. It's just gone. You lose your eyes, you lose your, and they just keep talking shit to the point they lose their mouth, their head, until they're nothing. Because that's what you are if you don't acknowledge what the hell you really are. Peace, y'all.